Alright guys, sorry about that intro, but this is which one is, oh, this is walkthrough part 14. Let's start this up, see what we got going on. Hit the subscribe button, like this video guys. It's Halloween right now, it's about 6 o'clock, 6 p.m. October 31st, we're gonna have some fun on Halloween, and then I'm gonna get ready as Jason. My girlfriend will be Freddy. We're gonna watch Freddy vs. Jason and make a bunch of Halloween snacks and eat dinner.
I thought this warmer weather would.
My days are looking good along over Dutch.
Always green structure is bubble burst. Come on, Hosea. Let's go fix.
All right, gentlemen. Let me show you how it's done.
Coming through. Go on. Why don't we just fish here? There's a whole lake of them. Because I need to get out for a bit. Me and the old guard. Before any of them back there, oh, there was us.
The curious couple and their unruly son.
It feels good here. You did well finding that spot, Arthur. More Charles than me. It's like I can breathe again, thick and soupy as this air is. Might even do your whistling pipes some good, Hosea.
I was once in this country with Bessie. Feels like a lifetime ago.
It was a lifetime ago. So what a life we have lived, how well we have fought, especially both of you. I hope so. But now, when things are desperate, we have to stick with the plan. Make enough money, then find somewhere where nobody will find us. Where we don't have to hide.
Like where?
I got some ideas hatching, but I need you with me, not against me. Both of you. Of course. Still, we do need money. So keep a low profile, especially in the local town. After Valentine, I want everyone on best behavior here. No trouble. But start turning over the soil and the rocks. See what turns up.
Dutch, we've got to be discreet.
Dutch is asking gang to not use weapons or cause trouble in roads.
There must be down here. Looks like law up ahead. Play it cool. Easy.
Hello, gentlemen.
Well, look what the cat drug in. I seem to have gotten myself in a spot of bother.
Quiet back there.
Well, look who it is. How are you, boys?
Fine.
This is quite some country you have here.
We like it well enough.
Hoagie McIntosh, at your service.
Lee Gray. This is my deputy Archibald McGregor.
It's good to meet you.
You a Scot?
Partly. The best part.
Of course.
Now, tell me, sir, what did the silly, fancy fop back there do? Nothing too terrible, I trust.
He was accused of running a gold mining investment scam.
Oh, no. I'm sure he wasn't. He is a magician. I know him. He's a fool, but he is not a bad fellow. Now, can we just...
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Shit! The Anderson boys! I can't have more scandal!
Well, allow us to help, my friend. Arthur.
Chase wanted man.
And take Archibald with you.
Just what I signed up for. Come on, big guy.
Perhaps we can discuss the foolish magician.
Stay with that train. Don't let them get away. And do not shoot them, you hear me? Come on, hurry.
All right.
Come on, we're losing them.
Will you relax? We're not losing them.
Faster, come on. What's your name, sir?
Arthur Callahan.
Faster, Mr. Callahan, please. My neck is on the line here.
I get it. I'm doing my best. So what are these fellas wanted for?
Looks like a son of a bitch is gonna make it. You sure I can't just shoot him?
No! Did I not say that?
You said plenty.
You all are a goddamn joke!
Oh,
The train is slowing down
oh,
halfway through the station. Now's our chance. See if
you
can get
are
alongside the train.
goddamn joke. Bah! That was funny.
Hurry! Get alongside it.
Yeah.
Closer!
Let me.
Get us alongside it! See the flat carriage? Head for that. Get us as close as you can. You think you can jump on there?
Me? Why me?
Cop bastard! I didn't do nothing!
You bastard! That's damn it!
Come on, Mr. Callahan. I'm relying on you.
Where you gonna run to? Come on, shitbag!
Come on! You stop them, I'll stop the train.
Bastard!
Damn bastard.
Get the hell away from me! Running ain't gonna help. Just you and me now, pal.
I'm gonna ride ahead and stop the train.
It's just us then, lawman. Come here.
We need to bother.
Let me go.
Can't do that.
Need some gin?
Threaten this
Come on.
shit?
Just don't kill him.
Are you sure?
Sadly so. Just kill him and we'll take him in, all right? Do it. I don't think I can open the door from the outside,
Come on.
Try at least. Watch yourself. He's as dirty as they come.
Really? Try checkpoint, guys.
Just you and me now, pal.
I'm gonna ride ahead and stop the train.
That won't let me get him.
It's just us then, lawman. Come here.
We need to bother.
Let me go.
Can't do that.
Try at least. Just don't kill him.
Are you sure? Are you sure?
Sadly so. Need some gin? Come on. I think I can open the door from the outside. Just subdue him and we'll take him in, all right? Do it. Hello? Is everything all right in there?
Well, I don't think he's dead. I think I won the fight. Just about.
Bring him out here.
Deputy,
Sounded like quite a commotion. Is that him?
I sincerely hope so.
Old Anders Anderson.
So what now?
Take him in, come on. A fine job, well done. And a pat on the back for me for stopping the train. There you go. You are a natural. All right, let's take him in. Follow me.
What about the others?
Oh, we'll round them up. Anders back there is the brains of the operation, and that's really saying something.
You're the boss.
That was mighty impressive, sir. I have to admit. I'd hazard a guess you've served the law yourself at some point.
Well, I wouldn't exactly say that.
Are you familiar with the area here?
No, not really.
On your right here, these tobacco fields? This is part of Caliga Hall, big estate belonging to the Gray family.
Looks bone dry.
Yes, we are in dire need of some rain around here, let me tell you. The Grays have lived in Caliga Hall for generations. Fine people. My family's been working for them for years. Sheriff Gray's the one I know best, of course, but they own half the businesses in town.
Which town?
Rhodes, sir. You don't know it? Where we're headed right now. Ain't what it was before the war, but it has its charms. I'm sure you already know of the Braithwaites.
Like I said, just got down here.
Another big family in these parts. They have an estate west of here. Awful people, truly awful. They've been fighting with the Grays for as long as I can remember.
Sounds like quite the place you got here.
We're gonna bear left here. Here we are. Welcome to Rhodes. Up there on your left is the Rhodes Parlor House. Very reputable saloon owned by the Gray family. We also have a general store, gunsmith, post office, train station, of course.
What more do you need?
Oh, good, they're back. And that's your friend, right?
Yep.
Okay, we're gonna stop just ahead on the right, outside the sheriff's office. Can you grab Anders off your horse and carry him in for me? Chop, chop, don't just leave him slumped on there for the whole town to see. Just bring him here.
Hey, fellas.
Mr. Gray! We got him. Very good.
I told you Arthur would deliver. Man has a passion for justice.
That's wonderful.
So, about my friend here?
Your idiot friend is free to go. But no more trouble from you, partner.
I promise you, this was all just a big misunderstanding. However, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Now, I'll pretend to appreciate that. Mr. McIntosh, it has been a real pleasure. The mostly good citizens of Rhodes, we welcome you.
Well, we're just honored to be here.
And make your friend behave. We got enough trouble from some of the residents, old-timers who've gone, sadly, to seed and lost their dignity.
How terrible. Come along now. I will keep this fellow on the straight and narrow.
Come back and see us sometime soon. Excuse me, gentlemen. Bo, these better be ugly rumors. Is it true you were seen talking to that wretched Penelope Braithwaite?
I can't thank you enough.
Where have you been?
Around,
And where you staying?
I'm renting a caravan on the edge of town behind the church. It's horrible, but no one comes looking. The whole town is trapped in this interminable feud between the two families. His lot, Gray's, and the Braithwaites.
Interesting.
Two old plantation houses, and falling out of rebel gold, and marrying cousins, and not marrying.
Arthur,
That's
Jose, you start poking around. See what you can find out about that.
I have missed you, boys. I've heard about bounty.
Well, there's been a price on my head for 13 years. It'll take a month to find us down here, and it seems like we can have a little sport.
Well, they're good bounties.
Where you hear this?
Some fellas I met at a camp near the state line said there was talk of it in bars in the north and west for 500 miles. There was talk of super agents or some such.
Super agents. I'd love to meet one. It's just talk.
I'm sure it is, but I couldn't not tell you.
Stay out of trouble.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Okay, so these two plantation families. Arthur, you start sniffing around the Gray's place, see what the story is there.
Yeah, I passed by it earlier with our friend, Archibald.
Good. Hosea, you see what you can find out about these Braithwaites.
All right. Thank you, Arthur.
Quite a fishing trip.
There's still time. I'm up for it.
How about you, Arthur? Or have you had enough of the chase for one day?
Sure, why not?
Great. Hosea, why don't you lead us to that spot you were talking about? I kinda like this place.
Okay. Let's see if we can avoid any more excitement.
Feller just told me there's more whorehouses opening up.
Giddy up.
All right, gentlemen. Follow me. What are you doing? Oh!
Good. So how far is this creek? Get up here, Arthur!
Looking to
Why are you riding off on us?
So, back to what you were saying.
It's a bit of a ride still, and it's not a creek. It's the same lake we camped on, just a different part. It'll be worth it. I saw some big drum and sturgeon there. Should be rockback, bluegills, perch, pickerel. Oof. Pickerel, too. It's a good spot.
We'll see if you're as good at catching fish as you are at catching criminals, Arthur.
Trelawney owes me for that.
For a lot, he owes everyone for something, but his information is good.
Plus, we are now ingratiated with the local law. I'd say it was a worthwhile diversion all around.
Trelawney's like a bad penny.
I'm not sure how good a magician he is, but he's certainly good at disappearing when he feels like it.
Where does he go?
Everywhere and nowhere, it seems. We wouldn't have got Sean back if he hadn't been weaseling around down that way, though.
Hey, Dutch, remember that time you found him in the outhouse?
Oh, yeah. We hadn't seen him in weeks. We stopped in some dead-end town in the middle of nowhere. Don't even remember the name.
You and Bill were off doing something, Arthur.
So, we pick up some supplies. I go to relieve myself. Open the door, and there's Trelawney, sitting there, newspaper in hand. Mr. Vanderlyn. I say, what the hell are you doing here? And he said, I could ask you the same thing. Now, if you wouldn't mind giving me a little privacy, I ate a rotten oyster.
Hey, maybe there are actually 100 Trelawneys.
What a terrible thought. This is the spot. Down to the left there.
Hold.
I saw some boats around last time. Be good to get to deeper water.
Holy. Where we at, guys? This is huge. Oh, dang. So we finally unlocked this down here. Here's old camp. Limp Banny. Valentine strawberry. Wow, this is a huge lake, I guess. I don't know, we'll see.
Yes, over there on the shore. Oh. I'm sure nobody would mind if we borrowed one of these. Come on. All right. This looks like a fine vessel.
Okay. Come on, Arthur. Let's get her in the water.
Oh. I got a good feeling about fishing here. It's supposed to be some incredible sturgeon. Oh.
Okay, here we go. Let me row. You boys are too old for real labor no more.
You're too dumb for anything else.
You're still too quick for me, old man.
I enjoy picking on children. Now take us to the deeper water and pray for good luck and stupid fish.
But what about stupid luck and good fish?
That'll do too. Keep going. I think here's good.
All right. Good luck, gentlemen.
Should really come here at dawn or dusk. That's when you catch the best fish. We should use a lake lure. That'll give us a much better chance of hooking something big. Look like a sturgeon.
What's wrong with a good old worm?
Oh, worms are good for tiddlers like bluegill and rock bass, but you'd have to be real lucky to catch a sturgeon with one.
Lures it is, then. You heard the expert, Arthur. Let's bait up.
Keep the lure moving slowly on the water so it looks like a little fish just asking to be eaten. Are you trying to make your lure look like a dead fish? They won't be interested if it ain't moving. Got a nibble there, Arthur. You hooked him.
They're nibbling. There, hooked them.
That feels like a bite. Got one. Ah, I should have had
I was
that
the
one.
first one who caught one, boys. Watch how it's done.
Hey, look at this.
Alright.
There you go.
Well done, Arthur.
They can grow a lot bigger than that. Fella told me he once saw a monster lake sturgeon near the mouth of the river, just southwest of Saint Denis. 50 pounds. What do you reckon?
I would like to see that. You're getting the hang of this.
There we go. Damn it, I lost him.
I think that's a bite. Got him? Hey, Hosea. You remember that time we sent Arthur out fishing? He came back with 3 beautiful bass. Not this again.
I don't think I do.
Oh, yeah. You do. He was maybe 20. 21. Walked in all full of himself. We had a big feast. Toasted him all night.
This was 15 years ago.
Oh, I remember now.
Then, the next week, Arthur and I are at the market, and Fishmonger calls out, "So how did you enjoy those bass?"
Look, you can fish, or you can go drinking all day, rob someone, and buy some fish.
There you go. That's a nice one.
Oh, worth keeping that one. I used to go fishing with this fella back in the day. Wesley, his name was. Real miserable bastard, but he loved to fish. We go out all the time. But one day, we were river fishing when we see a funeral procession going over the bridge, and out of the blue, Wesley stands up, takes off his hat, bows his head. Then he sits down, picks his rod back up, and carries on. Doesn't say a word. So I'm a little surprised and say, Wesley, that was nice of you. And he replies, well, felt I had to. After all, I was married to her for 30 years.
Oh, there he is. Oh, dear God. I might swim to shore. Nice, you hooked it.
Remember those big salmon I caught in Montana last year? We had a banquet planned that night until Copper went and scoffed the lot.
You never had control of that dog. He had some spirit, though. Never lost a puppy in him, right to the end.
You know, I remember us saying how Blackwater was the furthest east we'd ever been. As a group, I mean.
Feels like the more we try to head west, the further east we end up.
We had all those safe spots picked out to lie low in New Austin after the ferry job.
I like it there. Still open and wild, the way it should be. Somehow the desert makes you feel closer to the sky.
No point us trying to get back that way anytime soon. Pinkertons had patrols out all over tall trees and Great Plains. We saw when we went back to Sean.
Well, look at us now, huh? It could be worse. Plans change. That's just how life goes.
You got a bite.
That's on the hook, Arthur.
Did I ever tell you my mother's buried in Blackwater?
Really? She is?
Apparently so. I only found out from an uncle of mine years later. Last I knew, she was still outside Philadelphia. I left home at 15 and didn't see her again. She and I didn't always see eye to eye. I wasn't always a very obedient child.
I can only imagine.
Still, I loved her in my own way, and she me in hers. Somehow, even from the grave, she managed to have the last laugh.
Not bad, Arthur.
I got a bite. Ha! Got ya! Keeping that one, eh?
You got something biting, Arthur.
Now reel him in, Arthur. Well done. That'll grill up nice.
Arthur's got a bite. Just gotta reel him in now, Arthur.
Good job, Arthur.
Oh shit. Alright guys, you know what, hold on, let me end this because I have to go get candy because kids are already banging on the door.
I told you I saw little kids.
Here, babe,
Go.
put the dogs in there, hold on, let me end this mission.
I'll put them away when we
Hey, I reckon we call it a day, fellas.
Already?
You ain't been chasing down outlaws.
All right. Think we got a decent haul here. Pearson will be happy. Should we head back?
We could keep the boat not too far back to camp from here.
Good idea. Could be useful.
What about the horses?
Well, they'll find their way back.
Just follow the shore south, Arthur.
That was fun.
Thank you, boys. Now, Hosea,
Yes.
how about...
Babe, it's already 6:30, we need to...
Go!
Hold on, I'm ending the mission.
Hey, then shut the fuck up.
Oh shit, what did I just do?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? Sorry guys, I'm all stressed out because the kids are like knocking on the door for their candy. Alright.
All right. Think we got a decent haul here. Pearson will be happy. Should we head back?
We could keep the boat not too far back to camp from here.
Good idea. Could be useful. What about the horses? They'll find their way back.
Let me put my gun on this other side so they don't get all intimidated.
Thank you, boys. Now, Hosea,
Yes.
how about a song?
Okay. All right, I got one for you. I asked that gal to give me some.
I asked that gal to give me some. She said she was done. I couldn't wait till the things was done. I couldn't wait till the things was done. Threw around the floor and knocked off some.
She beats him up though?
Yeah, she fights them.
No, but she the small one.
It's because they're playing and she's like, cut it out. She's like, cut it out, bitches. She lets watch them play and she'll get pissed. You know that?
Nah.
She's like, look, she's gonna bite him.
What song we
She's like, what the?
What?
She's like trying to like keep him in line. She's like the good one.
Mariner.
No fighting!
Well, we three poor mariners, we come from the seas. We spend our lives in jeopardy while others live at ease. Shall we go dance this round, round, round? Shall we go dance this round, round, round? And he that is a bully boy, come pledge me on this round, round, round.
Why are you still talking up?
We care not for martial men that do our state's disdain, but we care for the merchant men who do our state's maintain. To them we dance this round, round, round. To them we dance this round, round, round. And he that is a bully boy, come pledge me on this ground, 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 ground,
Careful.
Oh, bravo! Bravo!
Well, you know, we should not let the folks back think that too much.
Indeed not.
All right. think I mean, we're gonna be okay. I know. Oh, I always know. Whenever I got you two by my side.
Is it on right?
It looks like good.
Be just fine.
Yeah. Babe, you know that camera's pointing at you?
I don't care, but that's not gonna look
How do you know?
This place will be good for us. For now, anyway.
I hope so.
Oh, God bless me,
I'll give
guys.
these fish to Pearson.
Alright, guys. So that ends walkthrough part 14. Go ahead and subscribe and like the video. I know it was a short one, but what we're going to do is I'm going to get some candy to hand out to these kids for trick-or-treating, and then we'll continue this.
Just